Hey everyone, welcome back to another video in the Ask Scott series, where I'll be making some videos that will help you make the most out of your Studio 3T license. In today's video, we're going to take a look at the easiest way to explore and understand a new dataset so that you can get querying, you can be building indexes, you can be fixing your schema as quickly as possible whenever you come across a new dataset. Now, we've already made a video on customizing your Studio 3T, so take a look at that. And we've also made a video on the core querying tools that we offer as well. So all really key videos for making Studio 3T work as efficiently for you as possible. So I recommend checking them out, and if you have any requests for other videos, then please let us know in the comments below. Now, everything that you're going to see in this video today is available in the basic edition, and if you haven't already done so, you can download a 30-day trial from our website from studio3t.com. and you'll have full access to all the features that we offer. And if you have used your 30-day free trial up already, then just contact us via the website and we can get that reactivated for you. Now, before we jump in, one final thing. If you do download Studio 3T in the next couple of days, couple of weeks, then your toolbar might look a little bit different from my one here. We're just doing a little bit of testing with the UI of the toolbar just to try and help people discover the tool a little bit more easily. There is a lot in the tool, it's incredibly powerful, and that means that sometimes things aren't as discoverable as they perhaps could be. So these videos will help, the new toolbar will help, and any feedback that you guys have will also help. And with that, I think we can jump in and take a look at exploring a new dataset with Studio 3T. So I have this new database here, this Berlin database, and even just hovering over it, we can see that we already get some information already. So we can see the collections, the object count, the size, the storage, the total number of indexes. We can open this up and we can explore a little bit further. Again, just by hovering over, a pop-up will appear and you can just read some data in there and see what's there. And if we double click here on this customer's 2K++ collection, it will open up and we can do some initial exploring. And let's collapse this so we can see a full view. So we're looking at the data currently in the table view, which I think is probably the most digestible view, the most easiest one to navigate, but we do offer tree view as well, which is just a good way to get an idea of the structure of your data, how many embedded objects there are, how many arrays there are, etc. And you can also view it in JSON as well, if you prefer that view. But I do think that table view is definitely the most digestible and the easiest. Now you see here there's quite a lot of colors going on, and that's because I've color coded my data types, which you can turn on and off from this gear icon and just down here. We can also have our keys in alphabetical order as well. So if you're looking just to just explore and see what's in there, then play around with these settings and see what works well for you. To get an idea of which color is which data type, you just need to head up into Studio 3T, open up your settings, and the second tab there in appearance. Here you can see what the default is, but you can of course override those as well if they don't suit your data types. Now, it's pretty simple, but just scrolling along and seeing all of the different field names there is one simple way to get an access to what's in there. Now, I have my embedded objects automatically expanded, but what I can do, I can right click and we can hide these again by hide all embed fields. So now we can see here the address here in blue and my interest and my scores objects are all up at the root level now, but we can just double click to step into those. So it is a personal preference what you want to do, if you want to have them automatically expanded or if you want to step in and out of them. And another way just to get an idea of what's in your data set is just using the visual query builder here, which is our drag and drop query builder. And like I say, if you haven't looked at the querying tool video, then I recommend taking a look at that, and we go into this feature in a lot more detail. But even just by double clicking here, and we can look at this drop down, and again it's another nice simple way just to see all of the fields that you have access to. Now, once you have an idea of all of the fields that are in your collections, perhaps you may want to start building some indexes or even just seeing what indexes we have. So if we open up the connection tree once again, now hovering over it will bring up that pop-up where we see we have 4 indexes, and we can actually see what those are by opening up this caret, and here we can see the 3, so 1 being _ID, which is always counted, and then 3 additional ones. So if we double click here on these 3 indexes, and this will pull up Studio 3T's brand new index manager, which we are really excited about. It is the first step towards building out a suite of performance tools. So if you haven't done so already, update your software or download the latest version, and yeah, play around with this and see how it goes for you. And we can see here that we have some information on the indexes that we've already built. We can see their size, we can see the properties, and down here as well we can also see the usage as well. So we can see that the address.state is super popular, but the email hasn't been used all that much. So again, a great way just to get an idea of how your data is running, what can be done to maybe make it work a little bit quicker for you as well. Now, just something to be aware of, this will only work provided that you have the $index.stats command available to you. If you don't have that permission, then you won't see the information here. So if it is coming up blank and you expect it to come up with some information, then double check with your admins that you do have the right permissions. And you can see here as well that once you are ready to start building things, you can edit your indexes, you can drop them, hide them, copy them, etc. But yeah, a great way just to explore what's already there. And another way to just explore is with our search in function. So on my toolbar, it's actually a little bit hidden in the file menu, but for some of you, it will actually be on the global toolbar as well. So like I say, the toolbars might vary a little bit just while we hammer out and do some testing with the UI, but it all functions very similar. Search in is a great way just to search across your data sets, just to find either specific values or just get a sense of what's out there. So if we just search for name, here we can see, okay, I have fields with address.name as well as user underscore name. Perhaps we want to check out every mention of Texas, and we can see here that this all seems to be coming in the address.state as well. You can see here it's just doing that run. So it's a great tool. So if you are curious of particular terms, so I'm going to search my name, see what comes up. So here we can see that Scott as a value appears in first, last, email, username, city as well. So like I say, a great way just for getting a handle on what's out there in your data. Now the final tool that I want to show you in this video today is our Schema Explorer. And what this will allow us to do is just see what's in the data, spot any anomalies, and fix them up as well. So I'll select the collection that I want to run this on, which is the customers 2K++, which is a really bizarre name. I don't know where that came from, but we'll stick with it. And from this tool, we can do a full analysis, given that it's quite a small collection. And here we get some data on the collection. So most of this looks all right. First name is 99.5% string. We can right click and explore all those documents that have that. Similarly, we can right click on the field and explore the documents that don't contain that field as well. And by doing so, Studio 3T will write a query for us and it pulls up these documents here. And from here, what we could do is we could add in the field, we could edit the document from the JSON side and make those changes. Similarly, down here, we can see we have a user underscore name as well as a user hyphen name, which just suggests a naming convention error. So again, we can double click and we can make bulk updates on the data. So let's quickly just do that now, as I don't think we've done that in one of our videos before. So again, Studio 3T has written a query for us. It's going to pull up everywhere where we have a user hyphen name. We'll right click on the field, select rename, make the appropriate edit. From this drop down, I want to select documents matching query criteria, rename, and get a couple of confirmations there. That's all good. Let's rerun this analysis, and now we can see we're up to 100%. And there we go, that's everything for today's video. I hope it was useful. I know Dataset can be intimidating, but using Studio 3T is very easy and simple just to get a firm grasp on what's out there so that you can get querying as quickly as possible. If you do have any ideas for other videos that you'd like to see us make, then please let us know in the comments below and we'll get onto them as soon as possible. Thanks very much and happy querying.